Greetings, Butterfly Tribe, and welcome to Daily Dose of Truth, which will be coming from Romans, the 10th chapter, starting at verse 13. It is written, "For everyone who calls on the name of YAHUAH shall be saved. How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without one proclaiming? And how shall they proclaim if they are not sent? As it has been written, how pleasant are the feet of those who bring the good news of peace, who bring the good news of the good." May YAHUAH add a blessing to the readers, hearers, and doers of his set-apart word. The question is, how will they hear unless one is proclaiming? In this hour, we must lift up the name of YAHUAH. We must proclaim the good news of redemption and salvation. It says, "For everyone who calls on the name of YAHUAH shall be saved." How can they call on one whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without one proclaiming? There are many people who say the name doesn't matter. The name does matter. It's very important that you call on the correct name. How will you hear? How will you call on one whom you've never heard? And a lot of people don't understand the grand scheme of the evil one when he removed the name of the Creator from his very own writing. You know, even in the literary world, you must give credit to the original writer. But yet, they removed the Creator from his own writing and replaced his name with titles such as Lord and God. And although he is the ruler of all and the master of all, the creator of all, our Creator has a name. And when you call on his great name, this scripture says, you shall be saved. I remember being a little girl sitting in church and being told about scripture and being told to call on the name. And I remember even as a little girl, I was like, well, what is the name? Because God is not a name. We were given their version of the Son's name, but up until my adult life, I had never heard the name of the Creator. But I was being told to call on his name, and when I call on his name, that I would be saved. And I heard people in the church calling him Lord. I won't go into that because that's an even deeper discussion. But our Almighty One has a name. The name he uttered to me when I prayed and sought and asked him to reveal who he was to me. The name he revealed to me was YAHUAH. Some people call him Yahweh. In your personal relationship with him, allow him to reveal who he is. But he will tell you that he's more than just a title. That there are characteristics that he attached to his name. For instance, Yahuwah, Yara, or Yare, which is the Most High, or Yahuwah who provides. Yahuwah Nisi, Yahuwah the Prince of Peace, Yahuwah Shalom, the Prince of Peace. So there are characteristics that we can attach to his name, but our Creator has a name. And Shaul says, for everyone who calls on the name of Yahuwah shall be saved. How you gonna call on him whom you haven't heard? Well, I'm introducing you to him. To Yahuwah, our Creator. How did you hear? Because I was sent to proclaim his name. I could not proclaim it unless I was sent. How pleasant are the feet of those who bring the good news of peace, who bring the good news of the good. It's an honor to bring the good news of peace to a world filled with rage and anger. He says, where I go, there is peace. Peace goes before him. How you know he's part of it? He says, I bring you peace. Call on the name of Yahuwah, and you shall be saved. I hope you have enjoyed today's Daily Dose of Truth.